Okay guys, I want to show you a new prep that I have for a sweetener. My husband and I have both been diagnosed diabetic, so we're looking for sweetening options that are natural, like stevia. And we've been trying out this stevia in the raw. Unfortunately, it has some additives and things like that. And we're going through a lot of it. It takes 3 or 4 of those little packets for a cup of coffee. So we're going through a box between the two of us. We drink some coffee. We're going through a box every 2 or 3 days. So about 2 boxes a week. And it's getting really expensive because they're like 5 something a box. They do have a little coupon in the bottom of the box for like 55 cents off, but they're still like $2.50 or $2.60 or something like that. So it's not, that great of a deal. My lens is getting all fogged up from my coffee. There's my coffee. I love my Maxwell House. I found this new product. It is Stevia, and it's from, this is the website, herbaladvantage.com. And I checked them out, and I read some of their stuff, researched it a bit, and they have all these great herbal products. This is the Stevia. It's 100% organic. I got something on the label. I don't know what that is. Coffee, maybe. But it has no additives. It's just the straight up stevia. Okay? And it's the extract powder. Now this is the green leaf stevia. I haven't tried this one yet because I just got it in a couple days ago. But we are loving the white. Let me see if I can open this for you. Okay, this is what the green looks like. Okay, it's what you'd imagine. It's a green leaf. Okay, it's all ground up into a fine powder. Now, I got 4 ounces of that. I got their trial package was what it was, and it came with a stevia cookbook and some samples of some teas and stuff that they have. And they also sent me this 1 ounce bottle of white ground stevia extract. Here's the thing about this stuff. Okay, we've used approximately half of an ounce in a week now. No, I've been working on it more than a week. But about a week now we've used half an ounce. It takes 1 of these 1/4 of a teaspoon little scoopies to do an entire mug of coffee. Okay, and I get this one really full, little teeny bit heaping, or just a little smidge above level. If you can get it too sweet very easily, but we're using this little teeny tiny 1/4 of a teaspoon scooper for this little bottle, and that is more than sufficient. If I'm using a smaller cup, I don't even fill this little teaspoon up all the way. This little 1/4 teaspoon. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do, since I really like the product and I tried it out and I'm loving it, I'm also going to try this one out now that I've got it, and see how I like that for like cooking and things like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to want the green bits, like, I don't know if it'll dissolve completely in my coffee or whatever, so I'm kind of afraid to try it just yet. I'll let you know how that goes. But if I like that, I may just go with that route. But we're really liking that white powder. And we've even cooked with some of the sun crystals, like that has the stevia and the sugar mix. My husband made some bread with that yesterday, and it turned out really good. So we're thinking we're going to buy like a half a pound of this stuff, or a pound of it, and it comes in, let me see, I think it's 1/4 pound, half pound, and 1 pound increments, and it's expensive. But can you imagine how long a pound would last you if half of an ounce will last you a week? You know what I'm saying? It's going to last you for months. So, and it will only take up that limited amount of space. So that might be a good option for some of you who are looking for something that's healthy and natural, and doesn't take up a lot of space. Because with natural sugar, cane sugar and stuff like that, it takes up a lot of room. And this stuff is like 300 times more sweet than natural sugar. So it only takes a smidge, just a pinch, to sweeten up your coffee, and we'll be set for coffee. And since we're both diabetic, we have a sugar alternative, and it does cost more, but per ounce, I'm thinking we're going to come out ahead because for the simple fact that we're not going to have to buy these little packets every week. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's $10 a week. And I think the pound order, and that may be what we go with, it's almost $100. It's like 90 some odd dollars for a pound of this. But it's going to last us a really, really long time. So if I order a pound of it, I'll be good to go for a good long while. And I can store it inside the house because it's really, you know, I mean, it's just a pound. I could stick it in the cabinet or stick it in a canister or something like that. And it'll hardly take up any space. I could literally put it on my countertop and no problem. But so I'm going to try this out. And I've also ordered some stevia plants from them, and they only ship them in the spring, but I've got 4 of those on the way so that I can try growing my own stevia as well. And I've done a little bit of research at that. So the potential for me to be able to grow some of my own stevia is nice too. I could put a stevia leaf in my tea or my coffee when I'm brewing it, and it would sweeten that way as well. And they also have stevia tea bags and, you know, things like that, so you don't have to have the little chunks of leaf floating around in your tea and that sort of thing. So, you know, that might be an option for something for us to do for an entire pitcher of tea, to throw, you know, one of the stevia tea bags in there or something like that. So we're going to investigate this further, but I wanted to let you know what I had discovered about this awesome stuff right here. And again, the website is www.herbaladvantage.com, and they got my stuff to me really nice and quickly. I was able to order it online. I had no problems with them. And I ordered the trial pack just to see if I liked it. You know, because I didn't want to spend $100 on something if I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, if it had a bitter aftertaste or something like that. And this does not. It does not have that bitter aftertaste that sometimes you get from stevia if you order from the wrong place. And the reason, according to my research, that I have found is some of the stevia plants have less of the sweet quality to them, and they have more of the bitter chemical in them. So they have to breed the plants according to sweetness, if that makes sense. And they have to pollinate the plants and pick out the seeds and things like that, and do little cuttings and things. The seeds don't even give you very good plants, so you really don't want to order the seeds according to my research. But if you take little cuttings from the plants that produce the sweetest leaf, then you can get some good results. And from what I understand, if you pull from the sweetest plants, you get a less bitter product. And so some places have the cheap stuff, and it's cheaper there because their product is more bitter, if that makes sense. So it tastes less like real sugar. And this stuff tastes really good in my coffee. It doesn't have a funky, weird, aspartame kind of aftertaste like you get from some sweeteners. I also use Splenda sometimes, but I don't really like the idea of it being so close to a chemical, you know what I mean, pesticide. I mean, it's like very close chemically to a pesticide, so that kind of makes me nervous. So I try not to use it very much, but if I'm in a restaurant or something like that and they have Splenda there and they don't have stevia, then I'll use it there. But as far as everyday use in my coffee and stuff, I'm using the stevia, and I'm really pleased with it. So, and actually that stevia in the raw has been sitting there for like a week now, and maybe more, because we really like using the straight up stuff because it takes so little. It's just awesome. So you might want to try adding this to your preps. A pound of this could go as far as, you know, 300 pounds of sugar, basically. So, I mean, think about how much space you could save with that. So, you know, if you want to just try it out and see if you like the taste of it, they do have a trial package that comes with a little stevia cookbook. It comes with this 4-ounce bottle, which is, I mean, a good amount. And this little 1-ounce bottle, which has lasted us already over a week. And it looks like we've got another week's worth in it. So I'm thinking 2 ounces will last us a month. And that's just exceptional with the amount of coffee that we drink. So just wanted to let you guys be aware of that, and that might be something you want to put in your preps instead of just regular sugar. You know, there's a lot of diabetics out there. And not only that, but you know, too much sugar, I'm convinced that's what's causing us to all be diabetics in the first place. Americans are addicted to sugar. But anyways, you guys have a blessed day. I'm off to church, and God bless.